A silent war just escalated, and almost nobody noticed the key move. No missiles, no explosions. But something just changed, and the outcome could decide who controls technology, military power, even your daily life. And it all comes down to something tiny, smaller than your fingernail, the microchip. Every system you use depends on it. Your phone, your car, hospitals, banks, even modern weapons cannot function without it. But here is the detail most people miss. Not all chips are equal. Some are basic, others are extremely advanced. And the most advanced chips, they power artificial intelligence. We're talking about machines that cost billions, factories that operate at atomic precision. One mistake can ruin entire batches. And here's the shocking part. Only a handful of companies on Earth can even attempt this. That is where the real story begins, because the global system behind these chips is fragile, very fragile. Design mostly comes from American companies. The blueprints are created in the United States, but manufacturing is concentrated somewhere else. Taiwan. A single island produces a massive portion of the world's advanced chips. Now add another layer. The machines required to build these chips come from a few specialized companies in Europe. The entire system depends on just 3 regions: the United States, Taiwan, and Europe.
If just one link breaks, everything slows down. And that's exactly what is starting to happen, because the United States realized something critical. Control the chips, and you control the future of AI. And AI is not just another technology, it's the foundation of future power. Economic power, military power, information power. So instead of direct confrontation, the United States changed strategy. No war, no tanks, restrictions. Limiting advanced chip exports, blocking access to critical manufacturing tools, pressuring allies to follow the same path. This is not just trade policy, this is strategic containment, and it's already reshaping the global system. But China saw this coming, and it didn't wait. Now it's racing toward independence. Massive investments are pouring in, new factories are being built, entire programs are backed by the government. The goal is simple: stop depending on foreign technology. But here's the problem. You can't rush decades of expertise. Semiconductor manufacturing is one of the hardest industries on Earth. It requires precision at the atomic level. It requires knowledge built over generations. And many of the key technologies are tightly controlled. So even with money, catching up is extremely difficult. And that's why this conflict is so unique, because it doesn't look like war. There are no battlefields, no daily headlines showing destruction. But behind the scenes, everything is shifting. Supply chains are being redesigned, alliances are being tested, companies are being forced to choose sides. Some are aligning with the United States, others are trying to stay neutral. But neutrality is becoming harder, because this is not just economics anymore. It's about control. Control over the most important resource of the future. And that changes everything, because what's really at stake here is much bigger than microchips. This is about artificial intelligence leadership. Who builds the most powerful systems? Who trains the smartest algorithms? Who controls the data? It's also about military dominance. Future weapons will depend on AI, autonomous systems, cyber warfare, decision-making at machine speed, and whoever leads in chips leads in all of it. But it goes even deeper. This is about shaping the global economy, setting the rules, controlling supply chains, influencing markets. The country that wins this race could define the next century. And here's the part that matters to you. This is not distant. It's already affecting your life. The price of electronics, the availability of devices, the speed of AI tools, even job markets are shifting because of this. Entire industries depend on chips, and when supply changes, everything changes. Even the apps you use every day rely on this invisible system. So when you hear about chip restrictions or new AI breakthroughs, you're not just hearing tech news, you're watching a silent war unfold. A war without explosions, but with consequences that could shape the future. And the most important moves are happening quietly.